In today's snack review, I'll be trying this new Trader Joe's Meatball Calzone. So this is a fairly new item, and I'm pretty excited to try it because in general, I'm a big fan of calzones. This did cost me around $6.99, which isn't too bad because it's a fairly good size. So as I mentioned earlier, this is meatball, and from looking at the ingredients on the back, the meatballs are a mixture of beef and pork, which is pretty good, and it also has tomato sauce as well as mozzarella cheese. So to prepare this, it says you can either throw this in a conventional oven, a microwave, or what I'll be doing is I'm going to be throwing this inside of my air fryer for around 15 minutes at 350 degrees. So let me go and heat this up and we'll see what this is like. Here is a calzone after 15 minutes in the air fryer at 350 degrees. The crust is now a nice golden brown, and if I tap this with my knife, and here it's pretty crispy. So I'm going to let this sit for a minute, and then I'm going to cut into it and see what this is like. Okay, I went ahead and cut this in half, and let's see what this looks like on the inside. So you can see there's the meatball and then the tomato sauce. And I don't see a lot of cheese in here, but it's probably mixed in with the sauce. But let's go ahead and see what this is like. I can already tell you the bottom's getting a little bit soggy from sitting here, but the top is still crunchy. So let's give this a try. All right, so now I've taken a couple bites of this just because I wanted to get down to the meatball itself. And overall, I really like this. So first off, the crust. So the crust on the top, it stays really crispy. The bottom did get a little bit soggy, but that's my fault for letting it sit here and rest. So it did get kind of like steamed a little bit. But overall, the flavor is really good. One thing I would probably do if I made this again is I'd probably brush this with some garlic butter on the top just to add a little bit extra flavor. But overall, the crust is really good. For the filling, the tomato sauce is actually pretty good. Sometimes I don't like tomato sauce if it's too sour or too tangy. But because this tomato sauce seems to have cheese mixed in with it, it's a lot more mild and not really too sour. So I do like the tomato sauce. And of course, finally, the meatballs. They have really good flavor. I was able to get one meatball in here, and it looks like there's around 2 or 3 more. So you do get quite a bit of meatball inside of this. So overall, pretty good. I would definitely get this again, especially for the price. It's only $6.99, which to me wasn't too bad. And considering how big it is, so if I put this back down, you can see it's fairly large. This does say it's 3 servings, but for me, I could easily eat this by myself for dinner. But this is probably big enough for 2 people to share if they don't have a very big appetite. But overall, I definitely get it again. And I would definitely recommend you try this if you like calzones. And I would probably rank this a 8 out of 10. So I would definitely get it again. And as usual, if you made it thus far, thank you so much for watching. And let me know in the comments. Have you tried this or do you want to try it? And do you agree with my review? Or do you think I ranked it too high? So hopefully I will see you next time.